If you already didn't know, the potential of real estate investing is very high, potentially six-figure investments returns within a few years. The top 10% of real estate investors can make just under 7 figures within 5 years. Some of them don't even implement half of the things talked about in this video. If you are willing to go the extra mile and are prepared to invest money and time, I'd recommend you stick around for a bit. When looking at how to make the best possible rental property, we need to look at the factors that dictate this and how they play together. Location is a very important factor you must consider. Keep in mind any projects that may be going on in the future that would hinder the quality of the location, such as a construction project. Even having the house next to major roads that go 30 miles or 50 kilometers an hour right out of the driveway. It may not be appealing to potential buyers or tenants, and they may seek other opportunities. Local municipality is something you must consider when investing in real estate. These are the types of events that make real estate a more risky investment. While a location may be offsetting for some, it may be good for others. It all depends on the nature of the tenant. Who they are dictates whether other factors such as location may be good or bad. For example, if they are very outgoing, perhaps a lively neighborhood with lots of newer families may be the best option. However, this location may not be the best for someone who is less outgoing and prefers a more quiet area with less children. The who really dictates your experience as a landlord, so you need to know everything about your future tenants, such as their previous experiences, why they left their previous house, etc. I'll give you an example. Someone I know is a real estate investor himself, and he has a few properties under his belt which he rents out to tenants. One of the tenants, who will remain unnamed, actually we'll just call him Joe for now. Joe is a real prick. He didn't pay his rent on time, he left the house a mess, he broke several appliances, he was just a bad guy in general. The process of trying to get rid of him took years, due to some things needing to be sorted out in court. No, I'm not joking. So to sum up that story, this is a crucial step in your success as a real estate investor. Selecting a tenant just for the sake of selecting one is simply a wrong approach. See what other landlords have to say about the tenant and do not feel guilty as this is your money being invested. There are other minor factors such as inspection, safety, costs for renovations, as well as tax benefits you could receive, and the possibility that you may need landlord insurance. These are not actually minor factors, they are just not considered as important as location and the tenant. The financial aspect is not the only thing to consider, however. You need to be ready to manage, as this does require a bit of attention to keep the property up to standards. As a landlord, your personality does have a large impact on the experience of the tenant. If you have ever lived in an apartment, then you know a landlord basically dictates your quality of life within. It is crucial to have a good relationship with your tenants, to be able to communicate with ease. This will make your tenants' experience much more enjoyable, meaning they may cooperate in the sense that they'll want to lessen the burden on you and keep the house clean with minimal damage. You need to be ready for setbacks to occur, meaning you need to be ready to invest more than expected to overcome any scenario such as plumbing issues, infestations, the list will go on. These investments can also be time consuming, so you need to be mindful of how much time this is impacting your life. Do you have time for anything else, or are you feeling overwhelmed? In theory, real estate investing without external factors will make you money 100% of the time. The only time you will fail at this is if you do not understand every factor associated with real estate investing. In the end, if you ask how to make the best rental property, there wouldn't be an answer. There are many possible ways you could approach each factor. In terms of location and the nature of your buyers, it doesn't matter. It's about how these factors work together that really define the quality of the property. If I were to describe this in one word, it's art is what it is. You start out with a blank canvas, and as time goes on, it becomes Van Gogh's Starry Night. That might be a stretch, but it will look pretty good.